Hello, hello, it's me again, Naveen with Naveen's Cuisine. And today I'm cooking some Moroccan food. And what is Moroccan without couscous? So I'm adding 2 cups of chicken broth, or you can use water, but it just gives it a nice, richer, tastier recipe. And I'm gonna add just a couple tablespoons of olive oil just to help with separating the granules. And for those who don't know what couscous is the main staple for North African Morocco. And unlike what most people think it's a grain, it's not. And this is what it looks like. It's basically durum wheat or semolina mixed with water, and traditionally the women of Morocco will go on top of the roof and spread out long sheets, and they sit there with big bowls of semolina or flour, and they kind of form it between their hands. They make these little tiny little pearls out of flour or semolina and water, and it takes hours and days to produce a big amount. And in Morocco, North Africa, there's so many ways of cooking couscous. You can make it sweet with sugar and milk. You can cook it savory, the way we're doing it today. You can add nuts and different dry fruits, and you can add pickles in it. You can throw in some chicken, vegetables, you name it. Many recipes. Today I'm doing a simple one, which will have some pine nuts and dried fruit. So actually, couscous is considered a pasta, not a grain. Anyway, here's the broth or water is boiling. We're gonna add 2 cups in there. We're gonna stir it up real fast. I added a little bit of salt and pepper and a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. Once it boils, you should take it off the stove and put it somewhere, cover it and let it cool. See, it cooks very fast. So now we're gonna take it off the stove, cover it up, and let the couscous finish cooking. Meantime, I have some pine nuts, and I'm toasting them a little bit to nice and golden, and that goes with our couscous. Pine nuts are wonderful little nuts. They're a little bit on the expensive side, so you need to using sparingly. In the Middle East, a lot of dishes, especially in Lebanon where it grows a lot, and Syria, they are included in a lot of many recipes and dishes. So now that the couscous has absorbed all the liquid, we're gonna have a bowl to mix it up. You can have it completely plain with just a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. You can put butter in it. You can add a little bit of herbs, fresh chopped parsley, but you can also jazz it up a bit. See how beautiful it is? It's all like little granules. And again, it's considered a pasta, not a grain. It's made with flour and water, and basically they mix it up, they rub it against their hands until it becomes so tiny. There are 3 kinds of couscous. The first one is the Moroccan, which is the tiniest, and then there's the Israeli couscous, which is completely a pasta, a round pasta, and the Lebanese. So I have some red dried cranberries I'm gonna add here. I chopped up some apricots, dry apricots, and again you can put anything you like in there. Some might even have, like in their tradition, ceremonial, you have a big platter, and couscous is the main dish always. It's not just a staple. And you can bury the chicken inside it and the pieces of meat and everything, and vegetables, cooked, sauteed, or roasted, or grilled. So we have some dried fruit, and I also have the toasted pine nuts. So I'm gonna add some, and I'm gonna leave some for garnish to put on top of the plate. I'm gonna add a little bit of almond oil just to soften it up and mix it all together. Looks fabulous. And to give it a nice little citrus taste and smell, fragrance, I'm gonna put some zest of orange and zest of lemon, and it will all come together just beautifully. Smell it already. And once again, you can eat it as a snack, as a main dish. You can even have it as dessert. If you cook it instead of broth and water, you cook it with some milk and sugar for an evening midnight snack, or an evening snack, or a dessert with some raisins and some chopped nuts. Look at that, perfect. You can even have it as a salad. A lot of times I use couscous for my tabbouleh because it's pretty much the same thing. It's sweet. You can dress it up any which way you want.